Hi, welcome to www.chatmemore. Tonight we're going to make meatloaf. This meatloaf is a little bit different. The original meatloaf is on my website, www.chatmemore, but because I don't have the Lipton soup mix, I had to be creative and make another kind of mixture. So right now I'm adding beef and I'm adding turkey meat, about 1 pound each. The Lipton mix would substitute for a lot of ingredient right now that I'm putting in here, but because I don't have it, I'm gonna make do. So I'm gonna use a palm full of onion powder. Then I'm gonna get some garlic powder here. All the ingredients that the Lipton soup would probably have in it. I'm gonna do palm full of garlic powder and parsley. So a palm full would probably be about 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna do about 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Nutmeg, you should always put nutmeg in any kind of a beef. So I did probably about a teaspoon of nutmeg. Some fresh ground black pepper. And I'm gonna do the barbecue meatloaf. So of course we're going to add barbecue. So this is about 1/2 cup I'm going to add in here. 1 egg. And then about, I'll tell you in a second, probably about 1 cup of breadcrumbs. And then you mix. And this meatloaf is going to be very, very, very special because we're gonna shape it round shape, so it's not really considered a loaf. It's going to be round shape, and then I'm going to carve out the middle. Not carve it out, but I'm going to leave a middle, like a little pocket in the middle. And what that's going to do is I'm going to fill that up after it's baked with peas and mashed potatoes, and I'm going to put that in the broiler until the mashed potatoes, the tips get like a golden brown. And that recipe comes from Mary, my sister. So that's also on www.chatmemore. And if you don't want to follow this recipe, that's okay. This was me being creative, but there are meatloaf recipes on my site. But if you followed this one too, this one would be absolutely delicious because I basically put everything that the Lipton soup mix would put in. But it's so much easier just to open a packet and just pour it in there. Okay, so now, according to Mary, we're going to take our meatloaf and we're going to make it round shape. Big fat boy. Big, I meet the ball. Okay, so we're going to plop it down. I'm going to spread it out a little because if we don't do that, if you don't spread it out a little and you make it one big thing, then we're going to have problems with it cooking because then it's going to take forever to cook. I will move this so my cameraman Noah can see what I'm doing here, not make his life miserable. How are you doing there, Noah? You hanging in there? Okay, so yes. Now how I'm going to do this is I'm going to take 2 knuckles. Mind you, I've never done this before, so this is the first time. I'm going to take 2 knuckles and and I'm going to make a little bit. Don't make it where you don't have, you want a pocket, but you also want the meat as the pocket on the bottom. You don't want to make it where there's nothing to hold because we're going to put peas and we're going to put mashed potatoes in it after it bakes. So I'm going to make it a nice, generous, because we want to put a big wad of potato in there, a mashed potato, because my big boys like to eat a lot of mashed potatoes, so that calls for a large, at least 4 large potatoes and at least 2 cups of peas. So now with the peas, you can use, I use frozen peas. I'm not a big fan of canned peas. Let them defrost. No need to cook. Let them defrost on the counter. You're going to throw this in there. This is going to make a delicious juice. So what's going to happen is the peas are going to absorb the juice, and the peas are going to have a barbecue taste. It's going to be so yummy. And then the potatoes, we're going to take a little bit of the sauce the little bit of juice here, I'm going to pour it lightly over the potatoes, so everything's going to become yummo. Sorry, Rachel, again, I used your phrase. Let me think. If it's not yummo, let me say yummy. That would be Deborah's phrase. Okay, so this is my little masterpiece here. I feel like I'm in a science class making a volcano. Hopefully it won't erupt, huh? Anyway, so. You want to come in closer, Noah, my cameraman, and see? And I have preheated my oven to 350. I'm going to cook this between 45 to an hour. Pretty close to 45 minutes would probably be fine. And in we go. And thank you, and we'll come back after everything else is done.